Hey everyone, what's up? This is Zach. I'm here with another YouTube video today. Today's video is gonna be about a cop who shot a 17-year-old boy 90 minutes before being sworn in. Now, I always thought that cops had to be sworn in before they start their job. I guess I was wrong. Maybe it's just that state in Pittsburgh or that county in Pittsburgh where they don't do that, or maybe it's just Pittsburgh as a state altogether. I'm not sure. I'll try to look into that. Now, he shot him 90 minutes before being sworn in. Let's just go down the facts here. It says they also have been in the region for 7 years. They also worked in Holmesville at the University of the Pittsburgh Police Department. He has been placed on administrative leave. The officer pulled him over and the vehicle was linked to a drive-by shooting, a non-fatal one, and 2 firearms were recovered from the vehicle. Now, as far as the 17-year-old boy getting shot, now I did read that he was unarmed, and like I said, the vehicle was linked to a non-fatal drive-by. There were 2 other people in the vehicle with him. The officer did arrest one, the other one fled, and the 17-year-old got shot. He was transported to the hospital where he later died from his injuries in the hospital. Like I said, the officer was placed on administrative leave. And I want to talk about this for a minute because when there's an officer involved shooting, especially a white cop and a black person, there's always talk about why is he placed on administrative leave, we would go straight to jail, we wouldn't get no pay to sit at home, Okay, I want to talk about that for a minute because as a police officer, same thing with people, okay? The police officers are sworn to protect and serve. So when the detectives come in and the agents come in and the sheriff comes in and whoever else might come in to investigate it, they are going to be thinking most of the time that the officer did what he had to do to protect them and themselves and the citizens around them. So they are thinking that there's no reason to put him in handcuffs because he did what he had to do. And as a shooting that happens with just a regular citizen, okay, it's over and done by the time the cops get there. So both parties have fled the scene, or one's dead and the other person fled the scene. So even if it's self-defense, the cops are going to be like, well, you ran, why'd you run? Why? I mean, that makes you look bad there just by running. So I just want to talk about that, put my views out there on that part. And I also want to talk about just cops in general here for a minute, because, like I was talking about yesterday with race, a lot of people think cops are bad, and I've been seeing a lot of people say cops are the KKK and all this, whatever reason they have for thinking that or believing that, or maybe they just want to believe it because that's how they were brought up, or whatever the case may be, who knows. But, not all cops are bad. You can't judge one cop by one thing. And, people say, it won't affect you until you know how it feels, or it affects you, or it has something to do with you. And, that may be true, but at the same time, I feel like if I was shot by a cop, that would have something to do with me, and I would have a reason to be shot. So the cop's not just gonna, if you're standing there talking to him, he's not just gonna pull out a gun and shoot you. I mean, some cops might, but I don't think so. And, I mean, a lot of people have a reason to get shot by the police with all these officer-involved shootings. Some people don't. not all of them do deserve to get shot, but some of them do. And, you know, and the people rioting in Pittsburgh, which I want to talk about this too. Riots and protests are two different things. Two completely different things. Protest means you are doing whatever you need to do. You are holding up a sign on the sidewalk. You are, writing a letter to the police department saying what happened. You are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, whatever you use, if not all of them, and you are on there telling what happened and what you feel like should happen with the cop. Now rioting's when you are blocking the streets, holding up signs in the middle of the road, blocking cars, blocking traffic, tipping over vehicles, throwing stuff at cops, throwing stuff at buildings, robbing stores, and there was a video that showed people blocking the officers trying to get through. And they had the lights on, so whether it was they were trying to get somewhere or they were just trying to get through traffic, who knows. I saw that it said that the officers were pushing through people, hitting people, and that's not right at all. Don't get me wrong, that's not right. But, you can't stand there blocking the roads, especially if they have a call to get to. I mean, what if it was, terrorist activity or random people shooting at random people, or it was a medical emergency, or, there was a fire, or, someone was fighting someone, whatever the case may be. They need to get to where they need to go, and you're standing there blocking the road, not letting them get through. So, there's a big difference between protests and riots. And as far as the shooting goes, they'll investigate it, determine whether he was guilty or not. Just from right now, what I read and what I've heard, looks like he's gonna be guilty because he shot the guy running and he was unarmed. I mean, even running, if he's running this way and the cop's running that way, I mean, even if he is armed, okay, that's still gonna be kind of hard because he's running away from you. Now, if he was running this way and the cop was running this way or that way, then it would be different because he got a gun. And he's running towards you, but he was running away from you. But he was running away, so it looks like the cop's going to be guilty, which is good. From what I've heard right now, he shot an unarmed guy in the back for no reason. I'm not sure what the other guy was charged with. I think they caught the other guy. I'm not sure what he was charged with. I just want to put this video out here, put my views on it, on the different things I talked about. I also want to get y'all's guys' views on it, and like I say, if y'all have any videos you want me to do, get my comments, views, reactions, post the link down below, or if you know where you saw it, let me know and I'll try and look it up. Thank you, and I'll have another video coming up shortly. Thanks.